Do you remember what it's like to get a full night's sleep? If you have a baby, you likely don't.
You know, what's great about babies is, I mean, they're beautiful, they're brilliant, and like the butterfly, you know, the flight is short, but they fly high, you know. And the thing about a baby is it's not like there's this big Rolodex of babies that are great actors because their careers are really short, you know, because they're babies.
She really is a cute baby, man. There's something about like when a baby's like this.
And I think Lemon is really special. I mean, she's adorable. And what I love most about Lemon is her endurance. Just endurance.
If we left her in a room with just random people, she'd be perfectly content.
Oh, super excited. So Nat and Sarah are here, and they're constructing our set. We got a bunch of walls over here. Solid. All these walls are going to turn into a house. So what's funny about this set is a lot of times when people build a set, like they're focused on like one room at a time and they get it and then get out. It's kind of ambitious that we're doing a whole house with multiple rooms and still trying to stay, you know, under budget. And I think it's going to work out.
Now, what is the hardest part about building a set like this?
Oh gosh, what's the hardest part? Probably just the finishing.
There's going to be a lot of bodies in here. We need Lemon sleeping at a certain point. So when that point is, we have to be completely quiet and work as quietly as we possibly can.
So I'm breaking the day up into 3 sections. The 2 things I'm taking into account are chronology, because that's the closest I can be to trying to keep our lighting setups consistent, and Lemon's sleeping patterns. So we're going to do a section where she's awake, we're going to do a section when she's asleep, and we're going to do a section when she's awake again.
All right, this is our living room. We've got some nice furniture here, a few plants, some art. These guys are very well read, so you'll see lots of books around the house. The rooms are a really pale color. They almost look white, but against the trim, you can tell they're not quite white. So.
Well, this is one of the most challenging shots because we need her to be asleep in Steven's arms. But we'll get it. I think she's on her way out right now.
She should be falling asleep right about now. But there's no need to worry.
She's asleep, you know, you walk out and it's like... It's not unusual to really love anyone.
So this is one of my favorite shots that we're doing. We're going to take Steven and Lemon all the way through the set. So this is the first time that we're going to reveal that we're moving through a house, that we're moving through the walls. Which adds some technical complications, but we're just gonna try it a few times, see what we get.
So you want it shiny, I'll make it shiny.
Do you remember what it's like to get a full night's sleep? If you have a baby, you likely don't. Because as a parent, you're up all night worrying and checking to see if your baby's okay.
So things were awesome. The set turned out awesome. Lemon was a star. All of our actors were really great. I think the set turned out better than I thought it could have. It looked like a real house. Everybody on the crew was very positive all day, which I loved. Everybody stayed positive. Everybody had a lot of fun. And at the end of the day, I think we got some really tough shots. Probably some of the toughest shots we've ever tried to get as a team at Big Door. And I think it's going to pay off. I think it's going to be worth it. In the final video, it's going to show. So for the music for this one, I really wanted it to be I wanted to do this cool conceptual thing with like the heartbeat of the baby and the lungs and try and capture what that would actually feel like if you were hearing it in music. So that's how fast a baby's heartbeat goes when it's sleeping. And you build it. kind of said, well, what would lungs sound like? And I thought these cool like flute mellotron samples would fill that out really nicely. Because they gotta have this breathiness to them. Heartbeat. Those ones come in. You hear that? Yeah. It's about trying to find the emotion of the piece and enhance that emotion without actually getting in the way of the explanation of the product and the story that's being told.
There's kind of this really special part in the video where the product is
Owlet,
presented and then
most
everything kind of comes down and you get to experience what the product is actually doing. And it's explained via motion graphics. We're taking all these different things and trying to wrap them together so that it's all one type video. That's the lighting, the coloring, the motion graphics, and then the music.
It's cool because having that much control, having original music, having our graphics in-house, even having our cinematography in-house, allows us to do things that we couldn't do otherwise with just a licensed track. I think this moment is a good example of that. It's a moment where everything stops and the camera, the graphics, and the music all meet.
The Smart Sock connects over Bluetooth to the base station, which glows green to let you know that everything's all right.
Because that's what our goal was. We didn't want to make it look like a cheap video or anything in the post process, and we wanted to make it cinematic and look really pretty. This shot in particular was really tricky. This was half on set and half in post. More so in post of just enhancing it. The effect was actually established on set, and that's from the shot where we go from night to day.
And some magical morning, you'll be able to celebrate a full night's sleep again as a family.
It's a really big toy.